Don't you prove me wrong.
Broken chair.
Yeah, you happy now?
Welcome to.
I grew up with stories from my parents.
Okay.
My dad had a Mini. He had a 68 or 69 MK2 in blue
Oh my God.
that he bought new.
Right. And yours is blue.
Mine's blue, yeah.
Yeah. He actually started off he was gonna get like a Charger or a Mustang or something, and he custom ordered it, and then it never showed up and never showed up and never showed up, and he finally just said, I've had it, I'm not taking this car. He walked into a Mini dealership and said, I'll take that one. They had their Mini, and you know, all the fun stories of what they did with it.
Yeah.
You know, finding a parking spot, and it was really small, so you couldn't like parallel park it, so him and his buddies would just get out, pick it up, and put it in the spot, right?
So many of those are so awesome. Yeah.
Right? They just pick it up and put it in, right?
Yeah.
Because when they were done, they just pick it up and move it back onto the street, get in and go, right? But just so many stories of this Mini, and
Yeah.
you know, all the different things that they did in the Mini,
Yeah.
right? It was just, you know, part of my childhood.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And then so when my marriage ended and I needed a car, there was a few times throughout that I was like, I want a Mini. So I just said, you know what, I am buying a car for me, and if they don't like it, they can get their own car.
awesome.
So I bought the Mini because it fit me and it fit my dog. Growing up, I learned on a manual.
Yeah.
You know, my mom taught me on a manual, my dad taught me on his 51 Chevy. I think part of having that independence was being on my own for the first time ever, and having that car that could take me anywhere. I go hiking in that car, we go up gravel roads, we go into the mountains, we drove it to California. It goes everywhere. And I don't know how many people say to me, oh, you can't do that in that car.
Yeah, you can. Watch me.
Well, I can, and I do all the time.
That's amazing.
You know, they say, well, you can't fit that in that car. We go backcountry camping, and I take my daughter and my son, who's the same size, and we take him, and we take all our backpacks, and we go,
And off you go.
and we put it in, and off we go. The other day, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to call her Louise.
Please, God.
Like
that's a great
Thelma
name.
and Louise.
Oh my God.
Bentley and I did a hike, just the two of us. You know, we both overcame a few things on that hike. Him, it was his fear of metal stairs. I think our family adventure out to California was pretty epic. It was.
I think driving across like the Golden Gate Bridge. Like I drove across the bridge the first time.
Yeah.
I was like mind-boggling for some reason. Like looking at it in like the side view mirrors, like as we drove through it, and like looking back on it.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It was a lot of fun. We drove up and down the coast, I don't know how many times, but we had all of our camping gear in the car.
Awesome.
Like, we parked by the Golden Gate Bridge and took pictures. We went out to Sonoma.
Oh, Sonoma.
We camped right on the ocean just outside of LA. And then up the Coquihalla. My poor little Justa hauling it up the Coquihalla. You know, we were like, come on, baby, you can do it. And she did.
And
she
she
made
did.
it up.
I think they're fun. You're expressing yourself through your car versus
Yeah.
just like
That's
you know,
right.
driving some gray car down the street. So her name is Tiffany, short for Tiff. Her name is Tiffany because it sounds cute, but
Yeah.
she's really just a pain in your
Speaking of independent spirit, there's another one.
Yeah, do you have an independent spirit there, Ben?
Yeah.
That car that was solely mine.
Yeah.
That was something I chose. It was just me.
Yeah.
I was the only one making that decision. And it was the car that I love.
That's awesome.
It literally takes me anywhere I want to go. It was the first real decision I made on my own.
Mine too.
And it was the best decision.